Hello everybody, it's Try It Tuesday. Yeah, my gosh, this week went very quick because I had a lot of appointments and all that, and sort of kids started back at college, and there's just been a hectic week this week. And I also went over my sister's, done some eco diet, which was fabulous. Anyway, what I thought I would do this this sort of month is, well, I'm not doing Halloween this year, not a journal, because I've done one last year and I've done a gothic one, didn't I? So I'm going to do sort of steampunk instead, which can be, you know, incorporated into Halloween. Of course it can. So I haven't got much in the way of steampunk, really. I think I've got this die. I might have some stamps, and I don't know what else. Not a lot. Anyway, but what I was going to show you was how we can turn these into a stamp when it's a die. This is a very, very old technique. It's been going a long time. So, you know, it's not my idea at all. I've done, as you know, I've done loads with I've actually cut them myself and everything, so I can then scan in. Whereas these, if I made anything that I really liked, I couldn't scan in, okay, because it would be classed as copyright, I'm sure. So I've done loads up. I found it better to put a little tab in, so we can do that, but just on cardboard. Right, that one's still drying a bit. This one I'd done a while ago, but I didn't have the tab on, and I always find that they're easier if I have the little tab on. These dies were, I think, my sister gave me these ones, so, all right, that's a big dent there, look. It's been squashed. And you see where you've got a leaf on here, right? You can alter that again, right? You can make lines in things, because it's not very strong, that line of that embossed bit there. So I'm going to reapply that. These show up. Okay. And I'm going to go down the middle. Okay. You can do that as well to any of these. Right. Okay. What I was going to do. Okay. So first off, you cut your shape out of funky foam, or I'm not sure what it's called in the US. All right. But it's this. You usually get it in the kids section. Okay. This is, I would say, 2 mil maybe. I'm not sure because I haven't got the thingy, but just some foam, not too thick or else it won't go through. But I do 2 or 3 layers. All right. I mean, I'm sure it will cut, because you know what the big shot's like. It seems to cut through quite a lot of layers. So I cut that. Okay, I get my strip. I save on this one. I don't mind if all the bits on there, because it's quite hard if you've got to try and line up everything. Okay, just make sure the top one, everything's punched out. Yeah, and I literally, so I get my cardboard, all right, and then I'll stick that down, and I'll also stick all these down. I don't, you know, it doesn't matter about glue going over it. It's just the top one that's important. This is just a cushion. And it take a while to dry, not so much with that glue, but any of your other glues, they do take a while. There's that one on that. Okay, and then I'm going to go again. Do that, and I'll run my finger over it. Just lightly so you don't move it. 2's sometimes enough, but I'm going to try 3 today. bit of a squish down. Okay, I'll do that. Usually you wait for it to dry. Okay, and then I will bend about there. Okay, like that. Okay, this bit here has got to be glued down. I'm trying not to move it because it's not totally stuck yet. So that goes there. Okay, and then I'll fold over again, a bit like a concertina. Normally I would put it down on the side there. Okay, squish that down. Okay, then I'll do that. Okay, I'll glue that bit down. And then I'll put some pegs in just to hold it until it's stuck down. Yeah, we used to do this a lot to make stamps and things. I don't know where half of mine are gone actually. I think they're in with my gel printing stuff. There we go. And then you just wait for that to dry. Then you've got yourself a stamp. Yeah, that's that one. I mean, I've done full sheets of single layers there. Okay, that's quite good. It's not such a good impression for stamping or anything, but it's okay for your gel plate because you can literally just, you know, do that and it will make an impression. Okay, I've got sunflowers there. I got, oh gosh, I can't remember what that was now. Some of those things that you put on sticky for cushioning things that are on a worktop or something. So you can, I've put them on. I used to play with all sorts. Oh, another one, the Tim Holtz die, I think is that one. Yeah, so I cut that out and then doubled up all the bits, which is here. Okay, doubled them up and then just sort of made little, they're quite good for filling areas. Yeah, so I've done that. I wonder what that was. Oh, it's a key. That'll do for steampunk. Yeah, so that is that. Wasn't actually going to make something today, but what I'll do a few stamps and everything because like I said, it's I'm pretty pushed for time again this week. Seems to be the week seems to go really quick. Oh dear, I do want to do some of the junk in the trunk and I've got it sort of like half planned, but it's getting time to film and edit. And then I got to think about doing digital, so yeah. Wish there was another 24 hours in the day, but anyway, it's all good fun and that's the main thing. So I'll just wait for that to dry. I'll get some paper organised, or I've got some actual gel prints that might work for steampunk, because I said a lot of the ones I'd done last month will work for steampunk, so I'll get some of them out and get those organised, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, this is some of the papers that I had over from my jelly printing, okay, and I thought I'd do nicely for steampunk. Got a few more here. Some of these are quite dark, but I think they'll look great. Right, oh, leave that one behind, eh? And I'll just show you how I use the stamp first. Okay, I've got a bit of sponge, okay, because I tend to like to work stamp with a bit of sponginess. Right, so what have I got there? I've got a permanent one because I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the top. I've got the sepia there. Okay, I'm not sure. I think this one's all right. Hopefully it's I'm gonna just test print it a minute because I haven't used it. Brown paper or something. Oh, let's try that. That's perfect. Okay, so you see, works really well. Right, so let's make some backing paper. So on these, you need to sort of rub the ink on, this sort of thing. Okay, I want, that's up. Sorry, I usually mark them. So, that's right. Don't know, you see, I've just put an arrow on there. Just better do that again. Okay, that's all right. It's done, I think. Right, you see how well that works, yeah? Right, so that's just your background paper. Now you've got something, some steampunk a bit later on. Okay. And you can fill in if you want with maybe a little one of these. Should we do that? Here and there. Just need to put my little arrow on. Oops. Right. It does help. So then get one in there. Okay, that's enough. Right, but you see what I mean. Okay. And that's just turned out really well. One background page. And that'll be made into something in due course. Okay, gel plate. Here we come. I have two out, and then I like to use two. Say paints or anything that I'm gonna use that one. You know, like your browns and your dark greens and everything that correspond with the theme I'm using, or doing, I should say. Right, let's put them out of the way. Honestly, that's such a mess. And this is literally all the room I got, because my other stuff is by the side of me. I usually like to put away and then have a clear space, but it's not happening. Right, so what I picked up was some fresh ones. Okay, that's scrapbooking cards, you know, all cut up that I wouldn't use. So, and these are the ones I've previously done, which if you look, loads of them will do for backgrounds for steampunk, loads of them. So, and I've also got some paper at the side of me here, some A4 sheets. Okay, so we can I can rub off the paint. Okay, right, where to start? Oh, colours. Yep. I'm going to limit my palette. I've got this really old green one, which is absolutely a beautiful colour. I'm sorry, I can't tell you the colour. Yeah, I have looked before because somebody asked, because I think the colour's up here and it's just all come off. All right, but I want to use that one up. I've got this one. That's 216. Quinidone, yeah, that's that one. This one, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. Okay, but it's beautiful. But I think I paid about £15 for that bottle, or 10 or something, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't even look how little. 1 ounce, 1 fluid ounce. What? I know, but it is gorgeous. And I got some bronzes. I've got gold, which is just a normal one, metallic gold there. I got the buff as well, which I like. I need to use that one up as well. And I got a bit of black. Okay, and you can use ink as well. So you can use Stays On or any ink if you want, which I'll have a play with that. I might do that first, actually. Right. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to use that ink pad. There it is. Just do it with the gel plate, that one there, one I use first, which is sepia. And I'm going to stamp directly onto it. Okay, with no paint, no nothing. This is just ink and this, yeah. And I'm going to stamp off. Actually, I might get some on there. Do that. And then more. And just stamp off on some paper at the side of me. Any old how, really, which I'll show you. It's literally like that. Any old how. Okay, we leave that dry. It's very important, the drying. That's why I usually work on 2. Sometimes I'll work on 3. Because while that's drying, I'll do something else. I don't like just sitting here doing this. Right, I'm going to use titanium buff, I think. But I'm going to use this one as a palette because I'm thinking of the tag shape there. So I'm not worried if I mess this one up. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm not sure whether that one might be too dark. This sort of thing, you know, I'm still such a beginner with it. But no, that's turned out quite nice, look. Okay, and the white, because it didn't interfere, it just toned down what was behind it. Well, it wasn't white, it was buff. I've got to hurry up with that one though. I'll do a fresh one from this. See what happens. Get 2 in there. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. That's brilliant. And that was what was on there before, you see. It's really cool. Right, that's that one. Let's do something else then. Let's get some paint on here and have a little bit of green, I think. Yeah, it's quite thick, this one, so it'll just splodge. It's drying. That's all right. Don't mind that. Just want to get a bit of paint on that. And get over there. Okay, right. There's a bit of black stays on now, just to show you. Some turn out awful. You think, oh wow, but then you just, you know, you layer up, don't you? I'm going to find my stamp, which I have no idea where it is. It's hiding. There we are. Stays on this one. There's not much of an impression there, all right. Actually, I might have to, that might be the dry one. But still enough. It will do something. Right, and I don't have to worry too much about the stamp. I'm just gonna, because it's just foam. Okay, just getting that off. You can't really see, but so a few of those. I think this is a dry one, you know. Let me see if I get another one. It's a new one. Newish, anyway. Okay, stays on. Yeah, I think it needs to be a little bit wetter. It's okay, we'll do something. Right, let's have a little bit of this. So don't you dry up paint. I will not be very happy. I think I've rubbed everything off, but there you go. Right, need to get those out of the way so I can use my paper. And I'm also going to put some of these down over here as well to get some of the paint on. Start building up those layers. See, just rubbing that off there. Look at that. Just that. It's just lovely. Okay, I'm going to leave that dry. I think there's much left on that one. I will do. Let's use this. That's looking good. That was the sepia. That's nice and wet, this one, so okay, and I'll use what's left on here on the other one. Yeah. Where's my little one? Did the green come off? And I've just done that on a plain bit beside of me. All right. Sorry, I can't show you everything. That's all I'm doing. Okay, building up some layers. Oh, I could play for hours. Really good. And I use titanium buff again. I've got little bits of green here. The green is gone from this one. So again, not too worried about this one. So I use that as my palette. And actually, it's really funny because you're not worrying about this one, you get your best results from this one. It's really weird. But just use that as my palette, and then I don't want that much on there. A bit too much paint, folks, so I use that over here. I mean, look at that now. Brilliant. Just got loads of bits of paper. Okay. Don't want that too heavy, that's all. There we go. New bit for that, I think. Yeah, okay. There's a little bit too much on there. And already I've built these up. Cool. just turning over the other piece of paper. Okay. Oh, you wait, see, it's exciting. Wait for it. And I'm just going to move slightly. Sorry, folks. There we go. We'll wait for this one. Oh, look at that then. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. That's one to keep. Right, no idea how these ones will turn out, but I think they're going to be cool. All right, it's good. Like it. I can get rid of that or just trim it down a bit. It's not a problem. And look at that. Okay. And that's the 3 from that. Look at that one. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I'm sort of wonky. How cool. Yep, that's great. Okay. Right. So, shall we have a little bit? I'm going to do that one again. It never comes out the same, mind. You do know that. A little bit of green. And I can't remember the sequence anyway. I'm just going to put a bit of green on. I'm going to use that big one now. Just get that over there. Why that's picked up that line. Oh, I know what that is. That's in between the 2 pieces of paper, isn't it? See, I'm pulling that off now, you say, because it's drying, but that's okay. That's what I've done last time, so. And I'm going to use this one instead. That's archival, but same one as that. That's an old one. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I was going to use the big one, wasn't I? Oh, I used the big one on there. Wait for that to dry. It's still shiny. And I think use this one on the little lines or crosses. Buff, here we come. Oops. Or not. Okay, I'm going to do that one first. This is going to be black and not red like last time, because I went over it, didn't I, with red, because the black didn't really show up. It's quite nice if you keep that on the plastic thing and then flip over, but I don't like it because it keeps moving. But there we go, look at that. That is steampunk. Definitely. Right. Okay, I'm going to do here. Yes. Do that. I'm going to waste that. And put some on the back of those. Right, what I'm doing now is the back. Yeah. Cover some of that over. Again, it's only scrap card. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to use that one. Not pressing too hard, just a bit. And then put it up. That's what happens if you press too hard, but that's okay. Leave that dry. Let's see what's happening here. Let's pick that up, lovely. Oh wow, look at that one. It's like peeled paint. Okay. I'm going to put a bit of this on. This one. It's going to be extravagant. Because I want some on these. I'm just going to put a bit on there. It seems to warm everything up, that colour. And I'm going to use that. Okay, that's nice and dry. So again, I'll use this one as my palette. hard to tell what's coming out when it's nearly empty, but I'll be pleased to empty it. Oh. Right, I'm just going to get rid of some of this again. Not so good as the first one, but that happens, you know. It's still okay, still pretty good. Loving that. This one's quite green. Still looks nice and rusty. And that one there. Okay, that's a little bit too green for me, but not too bad. Okay. Right, what should we do now? Oh, a bit of gold. Should we have a little bit of gold? Haven't used any yet. That'd be interesting, I think. Okay, so that's taken the paint away. Yeah. I'm going to go over with that nice, beautiful colour. I mean, I suggest you use your old ink pads. Don't use nice, spanking new ones, because you do contaminate them a little bit, especially with the acrylic paint. If you haven't let it dry, like I haven't. So I was going to pick it up. I'm not going to. I quite like the way it's looking. I'm going to pick it up with buff. Okay. Right. Both are looking quite good now, but we shall see. Don't want to pick that. Right. Just want to pick some of that up. And I'll tell you what this does for me. It's very good as for the transition between, because I've been doing a lot of autumn and because I've still got leaves and all that in my head. So this is a great transition for me to do something like this, to get steampunk sort of, you know, in my head, so I can work with it. Okay, cool colours, but the prints, you know, didn't come out, but great as a background. And same now, the actual stamping didn't come out so well there, but fantastic colours to build on. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get that off now. I do like this bit, mind. I've had enough of it in there. Okay, but loving that. Okay, it's acrylic. Perhaps I needed to give it a bit of a shake. I've had this so long, this one. It doesn't really stick. That's all right. Okay, where are we? Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with black. I was going to use some of the ones I'd already done, but I haven't. I'm having too much fun making more. I've just stamped one of the old ones I've done. Put it on over here. Because I only want a bit. Some really nice layers there. Now I'm going to make sure that's right dry, and then I'm going to take it off with titanium buff. It's looking interesting. And then I think we'll call it a day. I think I've got enough of that design. And then what I'll do next week is I'll make the tags up. All right. Once I start playing, I was only going to do these videos for half an hour, so I'm sure I've gone over. I feel like I've been doing it for a couple of hours, which I most probably have, but you won't see all of it. I'll fast forward it. little bit messy. Yeah, I lost it because I picked it up by accident. Oh, this is looking quite good. Look at that one. Really liking that. So, see, that one turned out better this time, definitely. Yeah. Loving those. Okay, let's see if we can pick up a bit of that there. Don't think so. It's dried. Yeah. I want to leave that on there. As you do. Okay, well, I'm very impressed with them. Okay, that's those ones. These are the ones that went a bit blobby. Okay, but again, I would cut them up and do something with it. Now some really cool ones coming up. And some more there. And there. And these are good for just backgrounds. I'll cut them as they are. I would use those. There we go. These were, that one was great. Loved it. Peeled paint ones. So yep, that was, yep, I know I like that one. That was just a blobby one. And there's some just plain backgrounds for building on for stamping. Something else, another one there, and some lighter ones. I really like it. That's a sort of ready one. Again, loads to choose from. And what have we used? A bit of paint. Your time. Yes, I know time is precious, but when you do this, you only need one good one. And my favourite is definitely that one. Beautiful, love it. And that's the first one I done, and I mean I couldn't remember what I'd done, but that is great. And I quite like this as well. I do. I like most of them, but that one is definitely my favourite. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. They got to dry nicely, and then I'll get on with making something. But of course, I've got too many. It lasts me a few years, wouldn't it? All those. But as you do. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching then. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.